still, like even the Lincoln Project, right? Like they're still, like, not that that's anything to aspire to, but the Lincoln name is supposedly a good thing still in American history, and I feel like there's no discussion.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
exactly. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, speaking of Lincoln, the Lincoln Project is not in a very good state right now. The lauded, PAC or whatever advertising company started by a bunch of Bush era Republicans that was lauded by MSNBC is now basically facing the end, unless they really turn over their management team or something, because they're mired in scandal at this point. It's
so funny that MSNBC like went to bat for these guys too. Like it just shows how fucking on your face, like
over and over again, they fall for the trap every time with Michael Cohen and all these like Trump or all these Republicans that are like, oh, now we're against Trump. Like, what was that other guy? The one that was Anthony Scaramucci. All these like fucking scumbags that as soon as they swear off Trump, they're like invited on MSNBC with open arms as like treated as heroes of the resistance or whatever.
Yeah, and they start framing it as in like West Wing style, like the good honorable Republicans arguing against the good honorable right wing Republican Democrats. Like, it's so fucking irritating. And as if the Republican do you not remember like 4 years ago before Donald Trump, everything MSNBC had to say about the Republican Party, bigoted motherfucker? Like, it's so hilarious. And they put up the same people that they've trashed like fucking relentlessly. Mitt Romney, like, hello. I am old enough to remember the 2012 election cycle pretty damn good. Okay, I know all the fucking horrible shit they said about Mitt Romney, about, and if even going before that, I mean, guys that they'll happily have on their show, Colin Powell, hello. Yeah.
Or John Bolton. I remember when John Bolton left the Trump administration, they had that guy on. It was like a media fucking tour that lasted for 6 months. Like, he was on TV every day. They were treating him like some goddamn hero. And in reality, he's one of the biggest war criminals currently alive. If Guantanamo Bay should exist, it should exist for fuckers like John Bolton. But instead, he's an honorable guest on the MSNBC panel.
How did that happen? That's fucking, when he put out his book, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I was in the room when it happened, or whatever the fuck that shit was called.
John Bolton, the murderer, is fucking, psychopath.
And John Weaver of the Lincoln Project, apparently at least 10 specific allegations of harassment. And then I think another one of them, it might have been the same guy, like multiple. Steve Schmidt resigned. I think one of them was like a serial like harasser.
This dude, look in the corner right here from the Lincoln Project. He looks like if Harvey Weinstein had just a bit more dietary restraint, just a bit more salads mixed in there.
Exactly. Yeah, no, this is crazy shit. And again, like, I always thought the Lincoln Project was such horse shit. I never really thought their ads were very effective anyway. They always just appealed to like Facebook, like the Facebook crowd that wants to, make fun of Trump and like, haha, look, this is a sing-along ad where we're making fun of Trump. Like, what? That's so funny or whatever. But like, it's not really that substantive or serious. And I don't think it really, I think actually some reporting from the Daily Poster actually proved in the numbers that it didn't like sway Republican voters. It net did not work.
Yeah, it was, of course it didn't sway Republican voters. What the fuck? What they do is they spend a shit ton of money convincing people that this is what convincing Democrats that this is what Republicans want. That was the whole point. The whole point wasn't to actually reach Republican voters. It was to reach Democratic voters and tell them this is what Republicans want. So when the Democratic Party brings on austerity and budget cuts, then they can say, see, we're just compromising with the Republican base. Meanwhile, the Republican base doesn't want that shit. They want fucking stimulus checks just like everybody else. They just may also want, a fucking, wall, but like, they're not making ads about that. They're making ads about how they want an upstanding, conservative austerity government, which is just not true. Nobody's out there. That's not bringing out any crowds. Donald Trump proved that.
Yeah, exactly. So basically everyone at the Lincoln Project is a grifting, evil piece of shit.
Oh, 100%.
Don't support any of them. George
Go
Conway.
Back and redate Vanguard tweets for a month ago when they first started doing the fucking Lincoln Project. Where we
it was
were like,
such an obvious grift. And it really is, it says something about our, the fact that MSNBC is considered an authoritative media source. Meanwhile, all these channels on YouTube get demonetized and censored because they're not. And what their basic job is to do is to prop up shit like the Lincoln Project.